Hi, this is Chelle of Chelle's Creations, and today I want to show you a quick tweak that I do a lot when I am designing products. I have my favorite edge styles, and I am sharing them right now on my website. If you go to my website, right over here on the right under free actions, now these are not actions, they're actually styles, and they work in Photoshop and some versions of Photoshop Elements, but nevertheless you find them under the free actions tab right there, third one down, Chelle's Edge Styles. Once you have them downloaded, unzipped, and loaded into your software, now I can't give you instructions for how to load them into your software because every operating system and every version of Photoshop or Photoshop Elements has you load them in a slightly different way. So you're better off to just Google how to load them and get them loaded correctly. Once they are loaded in, let me show you how they work. Now I am using Photoshop the Creative Cloud 2015 version. There are three styles in there, a small, medium, and large. This is the leaves from my CU Leaves 3 collection. I probably would put a medium style on this one, and so let's go to the medium style, and in Photoshop I can just click on that. You see that edge? It just kind of gives it a little bit darker edge on everything, makes the edges stand out, just makes the items pop just a little bit more. Let's turn it off so you can see the difference. There's the before, there's the after. Let's zoom in a little bit. Before, after, just gives it a little bit of a crisp edge. Now don't be afraid to play with it. If you look at it and go, whoa, that's too much, go ahead and if you double click on the effects, then you can go in and tweak it. The edge style is just an inner glow, mode is overlay, color is gray, a dark gray, and you can go ahead and adjust the size, and you can adjust the percentage of the opacity on it. So you might say, you know what, I think I want the little bit lighter opacity so it doesn't, there's not quite as big a difference. Let's try testing it again. Yeah, you can lower the opacity on it to something that you're comfortable with. So feel free to play with them, but these gives you a place to start, and to be honest, this is where I usually have it. I use it when I'm making flowers. I'm going to go ahead and add the center, I'm going to tweak the color, I'm going to play with it, and then I'm going to go ahead and add the edge style to it. So let's go back to those styles. Flowers, I probably want the large version, so let's click on the large, and there you go. I'll turn it off and on so you can see again. It just gives it a little bit darker edges around the edge, which makes it appear more 3D in my mind, more realistic. Here's another example. These are some leaves in my CU Leaves 2 collection where I want to tweak the color on it. Do the same thing. I have a recoloring stack here. We go ahead in here, click on the style, and there it is. And you can see it just gives it a little bit darker edge and a little finished look to it. I use it on almost everything. Here's the heart banners from my Banners version 3. Each of these, they already have a color and texture on them, but I'm going to go ahead and add that style to it. In Photoshop, you can click on multiple layers and then go ahead and add the style. In Elements, I think you can copy a style from one layer and paste it on multiple styles, but I don't think you can apply it to all of them at once. Let's go ahead. This one might need the small one, or it might need the medium one. How about the medium one? There you go. So you can see how it just kind of gives it more of a 3D and a finished edge to it. I also use them when I'm making alphas. This is an alpha maker. On the lowercase mask, I already have my papers attached to it, so I'm going to go ahead and bring the styles back up. And usually the medium one is the one I use more than anything, but it depends on the size of an item. Go ahead and click on the medium style, and then I'm going to go back and forth here so that you can see there's the, without it, to me it looks a little more flat, and with it, it just gives it a little more personality. So that is how I use the edge styles, my favorite edge styles. You can find those free on my website. If you have any questions, you can reach me at chelles.creations1@gmail.com. We'll see you next time.